complex, much too complex, too complex, much too complex, too complex, too complex, too complex.
She is from Detroit, so I have a couple of questions before you get started doing the autographs.
No problem.
Tell us a little bit more about you being in Vogue.
Vogue completely blew me away. It was a huge step for me. I could have never dreamed of even making it to such a level, and as far as I know, I'm the only tattoo model in Vogue, so it's definitely breaking down some barriers and showing people that, people with tattoos aren't necessarily, someone you should cut out of society.
Right. I know, because all your pictures are beautiful. It's works of art. It's like, just because your body has art on it too, why not show that as well?
Oh, exactly.
Yeah, so what's your first tattoo?
My first tattoo was actually my side piece. I got it for my mom after she had passed away, and I just kept going after that.
Like, explosion.
Yeah,
they are
much.
addictive, so.
Very much so.
And what's the first concert you ever went to?
First concert I ever went to? Oh gosh. First real concert or like first concert?
Well, not Barney or anything, but like...
Well, no, I remember my mom taking me to a concert when I was probably this big and being on my dad's shoulders, and I think it was typical.
What was the first real one that you wanted to go yourself?
Slipknot.
Okay, cool. You're a Detroit model.
Yes.
So thank you for representing Detroit.
Of course.
And what are some of your favorite things about Detroit?
The architecture.
Yeah.
I love the buildings. I drive around down there all the time and just stare at everything and wonder, because it's amazing to look at, and that Detroit has that piece of history still that very few people know what to look at.
What projects you got working on right now?
Right now I'm just trying to coordinate everything for the summer and figuring out where I'm going to be and what I'm going to do. I don't set too many projects too far in advance because I don't like to disappoint myself if something doesn't go through, so I just kind of take things as they come.
Awesome. And anything you want to plug in particular? Facebook, Twitter?
Pretty much you can find me anywhere at Google Alarash, my website, my Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, everything pops right up for you, so Google Alarash.
All right, we're here with Curtis Armstrong. You might recognize him from Moonlighting, Risky Business, and also a little movie called Revenge of the Nerds. And at The Office, one of our favorites, American Dad, the voice of Snot. Yes. So, what have you been doing? So many things right now. We see with the Pope photos, but you're originally from Berkeley?
I'm actually from Detroit.
Yeah.
My parents moved out to Berkeley in '67, but I've been in the Detroit area somewhere or another for most of my growing up years.
And do you still have family here?
My parents are still here, yeah.
So you're still
and
in Berkeley?
cousins as well, yeah.
Nice. And you went to, as Kevin's got, Oakland University?
I did. Well, actually, I went to they had a thing there called the Academy of Dramatic Arts, which was a separate school. It was a 2-year intensive study acting program. And I went to that. I didn't actually graduate from the college itself. I graduated from the Academy of Dramatic Arts, but that was where it was.
And your first movie was Risky Business.
Yes.
How did that come about? Because that ended up being a blockbuster.
Yeah. Yeah. It was. Well, I've been in New York. I've been working in theater for years, and then started to get these different auditions for films. And Risky Business was the first one, and that's just how it came about. It was, as they often do, it's you go in, you read for something, you don't hear for months, and then suddenly there you are.
Yeah. And is there anything particularly you miss about Detroit, Michigan in particular?
Oh, I miss a lot of stuff about Detroit, but I also come here a lot.
Yeah.
Because I've got family here, because I've got friends here. My daughter, especially, I wanted, when we would come here for holidays and everything, I would want to introduce the city to her. So I've been really, I mean, usually 4 times a year minimum. So although yes, I miss it, but then again, I'm never that far away.
Right. So it's like you don't miss your favorite pizza because you're going to be here a month or 2 later. So.
Right. Exactly.
Now, I remember you from the Verner's commercial.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's.
So do you still get Verner's shipped to your house in California?
No, I don't. I don't actually.
You hear that, Verner's?
Yeah.
I know some cases.
Well, yeah. Verner's was the soft drink of my youth.
Yeah.
And one of the things about Detroit that I used to love was my grandmother would take me down to the Verner's factory, and we would do the tour of the factory, and then you'd get a nice Boston cooler to drink at the end.
So good.
Which was, I can still taste it.
Yeah.
I'll never be able to make one that will taste as good, but yes.
Did you ever have warm burgers?
No, I understand the theory, but I'm not drawn to the idea.
As a kid, it didn't matter my illness. It was always.
I know and it probably makes sense.
Yeah.
Never had.
Next time. Anything you'd like to promote? I know you've got season 2.
Season 2 of King of the Nerds, which Robert and I are now deeply involved with getting the second season going, casting, all that jazz. So we're doing that. I've also joined the cast of Supernatural on CW.
That's awesome.
I've been doing some of those, and also the New Girl, Zoe Deschanel's show. So it's been a busy year.
Any Twitter that you want to promote? Or can you do that?
Curtis's Booger is the handle. Join us, won't you?
Yeah, go ahead. At Curtis's Booger.
At Curtis's Booger. Yeah. Not Curtis's Booger. Curtis is Booger.
Oh, Curtis is Booger.
I don't want to make it sound possessive so that it's like Curtis apostrophe.
That's a fun show.
It is actually
exactly
Curtis.
This isn't my booger.
Yeah, it isn't that. Yeah, it's a statement of fact.
Exactly.
Curtis is Booger.
Go check him out, and then check him out on Supernatural and New Girl. Thanks a lot. You might recognize him from the second season, going to third. Good show, Once Upon a Time. Plays one of my favorite characters, Jimmy Cricket. So, and we're gonna talk. So welcome to Detroit.
Thank you, it's great to be here.
Yeah, and so you landed once, you're going into the third season. Yeah, any surprises coming up that we're going to be blown away? Are you still, is it like lock and key? You don't even know yet.
It's really like the stories for Once Upon a Time and the nuclear launch codes are probably kept sort of in the same undisclosed location. I have no idea what's ahead. I mean, we know that they've, a bunch of the main folks have sailed off to Neverland. I imagine we probably will be seeing a bit of that for a while.
Some have sailed to CBS.
Some have sailed to CBS, indeed.
So that's going to be interesting.
You know, there's a lot of characters obviously they introduced last year, so there's a lot for them to kind of draw from. But you know, honestly, I don't know what direction they're going to go. But obviously, there's a core group of us, which you know, Jiminy and Archie is sort of a part of that core group of the town, Storybrooke, and so I imagine we'll be seeing all of them for years to come.
Well, yeah, the Jiminy backstory was awesome. You know, just even the special effects of it, everything was really well done.
It was thrilling to be a part of it.
It's so, and then you're obviously Star Trek. How's that going to conventions and all that? Being able to recognize for so many different things.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I've been really sort of blessed with a long career, and I'm so grateful for it. I mean, I'm a working actor. A lot of times people sort of say, "Do I know you?" And they don't know where from, which is fine.
Yeah.
And maybe, but you know, at the end of the day, I'm just really so happy to have done so many different things, and Mass Effect is something where I get to sort of go and do my voice, so it's not, I don't even get recognized for that. I'm happy sometimes not to. But the Mass Effect fans are incredible and very passionate and very engaged. I love them. Yeah. And anyway, it's been really fun to sort of go from thing to thing.
And now you're in Risky Business. That was your second film or second project.
Yeah.
With Detroiter Curtis Armstrong, who's over there.
Yeah, Curtis is an old friend.
Yeah.
So fun.
And we just interviewed him. He was a riot. He was a great time. Yeah, and his first film was Risky business.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And such a good episode. It was madness, but fun. Like they took over the whole city. Literally, like wow, hanging from the rafters.
You guys took it by storm. Once upon a time, you had cosplay people doing you guys.
So many people, and that was really the first year. So I'm going back actually to Dragon Con
This year?
this year.
Oh, perfect.
And I'll be curious to see now with how Once Upon a Time is really sort of, one might say, penetrated its audience. What kind of response we get. Curious to see what happens.
I got the Castle audience.
Castle audience.
Yeah, that was a couple weeks ago. He was on Castle. Playing a Bigfoot. I saw it on Twitter.
Has Nathan put out this video that he? So I had a stunt man, right? Something that's like about 9 feet tall, and because I had a big fall and everything, but they did some things where he was walking around, right? And Nathan, they were shooting this golf course, right? I didn't know anything about it. I've been looking for it on YouTube. Nathan did a movie apparently of the stuntman walking across the golf course, and these two older Korean couple were out there, and the guy goes, ooh, 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 and falls over, and the woman runs over and grabs her golf clubs and runs away. And he said, I got this video, I'm gonna put it out.
That could have been so much money on the internet.
I know, right? I haven't seen it yet. Look for it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure for it. And real quick, the One-Sters phenomenal. Your fans are insane. I mean, did you guys even fathom getting the fans to embrace you guys the way they did?
No, and international. I mean, Russia, South America, Hungary, letters and cards and tweets from all over the world. It's amazing how well it travels.
You guys broke Twitter on Sunday. You guys had so much activity on there. It went down for a little bit. So. Yeah.
It's really amazing. What they've done is incredible. And it's just because the stories are so well told.
Yeah. And then it's cast too. I mean, they fall in love with you guys. You feel like they know you guys day in and day out. So,
It's been a wonderful ride.
Before we go, anything you want to plug besides the Blood Time? You got Twitter or anything?
Yeah, my Twitter feed is Raphael Sbarge. It's verified, so you can find that. There's a nonprofit I started called Green Wish, which you can find at greenwish.com. It helps the environment, and you can find out about it on the website. And here, some of the proceeds go to Green Wish here, so and I'm proud of that. Putting that money back to help the planet, and then I love the